Neymar is one of the most talented football players, not only of his generation, but also in a history of the number one game. He can do everything: entertain the crowd by mocking opponents with incredible skills just for fun, or be a cold-hearted killer who scores goals in the decisive matches without any regrets. He was considered second to Messi, and there were even times when Neymar was playing the first fiddle at both club and international level. Today, Fanatico will tell you about one of the golden periods of Neymar's career, when he was the leader of Barcelona and the number one footballer in the world. Let's get into it. But before we start, we'll ask each of you to leave a like to this video, especially if you are a Neymar fan. Thank you. So, in order to measure the full power of Neymar, we should go back to 2015, namely in the fall when Lionel Messi suffered a knee injury that knocked him out of the squad for 2 long months. It was a huge injury blow for Barcelona, and the club was very afraid that the team would lack quality without their leader and therefore start losing points. The MSN trio without Messi didn't look threatening enough, since it was Leo who was orchestrating the Catalans. He was the key player. But what if Neymar was the one to replace the Argentinian? You see, it was already the Brazilian's 3rd year at Camp Nou. After the first season of adaptation, Ney and the MSN trio delivered a phenomenal 2014-15 campaign in which Blaugrana took the treble. Therefore, expectations of Neymar's performance increased significantly in the club back then, and everyone openly admitted that as soon as Messi quit Barca, the Brazilian will become his full-fledged replacement and heir to the throne. Messi's injury happened during the match against Las Palmas, and besides, Leo was forced off the pitch already in the 10th minute. Eventually, the Catalans secured an unconvincing victory with a score of 2-1, while Neymar failed to convert a penalty. Needless to say, why everyone thought that number 11 won't be able to handle the burden of the leader. The next La Liga clash against Sevilla saw Barcelona suffer a defeat, though Neymar was the actual leader of the squad, posing most threat for the opponents. Firstly, the Brazilian almost scored from a free kick. Later, his masterpiece of a goal was prevented only by the goalkeeper's effort. Not to mention a penalty-provoking solo run by number 11, which he also made full use of. And finally, it was Neymar's actions that almost led to a comeback, but Sandro hit the post. 2-1 defeat, but Ney made a big impression. On October 17, a home match against Rayo Vallecano took place. Everyone expected Blaugrana not only to grab a victory, but also to do it in style. With that in mind, Neymar gave Camp Nou a truly legendary performance. While Barca had a disastrous start after conceding an accurate shot in the 15th minute, but it was truly Neymar's fight. First things first, Ney earned a penalty after showing some amazing dribbling skills. He converted that shot by himself. Then there was more. Elastico and a second earned spot kick. Just look at this beauty. Wow, what a confident execution. Then there was a hat-trick, 4 goals even. Mamma mia. A beast, that's for sure. Right, that was Neymar in his prime. At last, check out his assist for Suarez. 4+1 in a single game. Phenomenal display. Next, we had the Champions League tie against FC Bate Borisov, and 2 superb assists from Ney. Rakitic was responsible for hitting the opponent's net twice and helping the Catalans to win 0-2. On October 25th, Barcelona hosted Eibar and were already losing at the 10th minute mark. However, Neymar still emerged as a game changer. He developed an attack due to sheer dribbling, which resulted in Suarez's successful equalizer. A while later, the Brazilian provided the ranked assist to Luisito. The Uruguayan bagged a hat-trick. But it was once again Ney who proved himself to be the squad's most valuable asset, orchestrating all 3 goals and being one of the best on the pitch. Then there was a hard away battle against Getafe, when Neymar served as the driving force for the first goal and then made the final result clear, 0-2. A few days later, there was a rematch with Bate when Ney bagged a brace, a successful penalty shot mixed with a goal into an empty net and an assist for Suarez to be more exact. An easy work for Spanish Goliaths. Well, the real icing on the cake was the display against Villarreal, when Neymar gave his side the lead after going one-on-one and then delivered one of the best goals of his career. God, how beautiful that was! Seeing big Neymar in action is just an unbelievable experience. Barca won their game 3-0 after the final whistle. Then it was time for El Clasico, which took place on November 21st. Lionel Messi was fully recovered, but still started the match from the bench. Nevertheless, Barca were dominating Madrid with Neymar making perhaps his best appearance at the Santiago Bernabeu. The Brazilian managed to make the score 0-2 by the 39th minute, and in the 53rd minute, together with Iniesta, he created the following masterpiece. As you may remember, Leo Messi came out on the pitch and Barca netted the 4th goal with his help, thus completing that epic humiliation of Real Madrid, 0-4. All in all, during Messi's absence, Neymar reached his peak at Barca. 13 goals and 9 assists in 8 appearances, which means an average of almost 3 goal involvements per match. A phenomenal feat. Back then it seemed that the MSN trio would keep shining happily ever after, capturing lots of trophies and Champions League cups, and letting Neymar become the king of Camp Nou in case of Messi's departure, though everything took a completely different turn. In the summer of 2017, an epic saga of Neymar's escape to Paris Saint-Germain will unfold, which will eventually end in a disaster with constant nostalgia for the good old days at Barcelona. Basically, the stellar Brazilian was at his peak and he felt himself in the shadow of Lionel Messi. But to think that he couldn't claim the Ballon d'Or at Barcelona with the Argentinian in the roster was a huge mistake. Back then, in the summer of 2017, Messi told Neymar that he would do whatever it takes to make Ney take the Ballon d'Or home, while Suarez, in a recent interview with Clank, dwelled upon the chemistry that formed between the trio and revealed some details how they told their friend that moving to Paris would be a mistake. We were very good friends, and we knew if we fulfilled our roles on the pitch, we would make Barcelona great. If one of us did not play well, the other two would make the difference. It was a spectacular relationship. We told him it was a mistake to go to PSG. If Ney wanted to be the best, he had to stay by Leo's side. But he made his decision, and it left a void in the team. Anyway, in the summer of 2017, Neymar was not guided by love or friendship anymore. He was guided by the desire for fame and was in love with PSG's lucrative offer, which guaranteed to make him the most expensive transfer in the history of football and the highest-paid footballer in the world. With that said, lots of money and Kylian Mbappe's arrival to the team did make Neymar the happiest footballer in the world. Over the years, it was the Frenchman who put the Brazilian back into the shadows. Meanwhile, Neymar tried to return to Barcelona several times, but his attempts were unsuccessful. The closest Ney came to a comeback was in the summer of 2019, but PSG and Barca couldn't reach a common ground on the matter. Since his departure, Neymar has never been able to come close to the status he once had as a part of the Catalan squad, when he was the talk of the town, the third best footballer player in the world after Messi and Ronaldo. The 2019-20 COVID season showed some reminiscences of Neymar's prime form, but then the Ballon d'Or was not arranged, and even if it had been held, the fair winner would have been Robert Lewandowski. Ultimately, in the summer of 2023, Paris Saint-Germain offloaded Neymar at the direct request of Mbappe, who got tired of the Brazilian's extravagant lifestyle. Our today's hero is now 31 years old, and what's concerning is that his career can basically be considered over after he picked up an ACL injury after joining Al Hilal. Thus, Neymar will not be back on track until the summer of 2024, which he turns 32 and the greatest victories in his life will remain behind him. Maybe it will be possible to rehabilitate his image at the 2026 World Cup. It would have been a miracle indeed, since all these years of fun life and lack of discipline had a detrimental effect on the career of one of the most talented performers of the whole era. We would like to end the topic with the following remark. In the fall of 2015, Neymar showed the whole world he can not only replace Messi in Barcelona, but sometimes even look better than Messi. Unfortunately, world football lost that Neymar somewhere on the road between Barcelona and Paris. Guys, press the like button if you enjoyed Neymar's game and feel sad for the way he puts his career to an end. Write in the comments down below your best memories associated with him. Which episodes do you remember the most? We'll be very interested to read and chat with you under the video. Well, the Fanatico channel was with you. We love football as much as you do. Check our other videos featured from our projects and stay tuned for more. Have a good mood and a wonderful day. Bye bye.